there's a couple words to share at the moment. So I'll go ahead and get started with that. And with the timestamps, I'm just gonna put them even throughout the Rhema, so you can just check the description box. I can't remember all the stuff for today off the top of my head, but you can just check the description box, and then from now on the timestamps will just it'll just be me talking. You'll end up in the middle of that, but it'll still be like, I'll try to keep it close to when that topic begins, because the messages for y'all are getting longer, and the ones for me are actually still long, so I'm thankful for that. But yeah, as I said before, the messages for y'all will get more and more at this point. So these are from the July journal. Today is from the July journal, and then I'll do a separate video also from the July journal. And before I get started, I want to thank the Lord for blessing me with these words that He placed in my mouth and appointing them this day over the nations and the kingdoms of the earth, if they so choose to listen, to uproot and break down, to destroy and overthrow, to build and to plant. Okay. So he had a sentence that started with a double meaning, and it was talking about the sixth city as hell, twisted society gone wonkers as a result, dear ones, and soon of yes, war, people. Write it down if you need to, my sons and daughters in the faith. For is she, well, she is, dear ones, rather tired of everything in her sad, lonely as hell, depressing as hell life. So do not wonder at her in judgy error, my true sons and daughters in the faith. Let's stay that way on her A-word by not going for the gold, judging her too harshly for saying she longs too much. It's too true at times, dear ones, to leave it all behind and start over in, dear ones, the 1,000-year reign. And do some of you not also long to have a grand do-over at times of pick the wrong job, career, hubby, you name it. We've all done it, my loved ones. Made mistakes. Except me, of course, sweethearts. Which is why you're all still here, listening to these words of hope, love, and tell me, my loves, do you think she, in all her depressive as of late state, could pull this off, dear ones? Exactly, my loves. No and no. She struggles, even at times, to use these sweet type of lovey-dovey dove words for her little spotsies at times, dear ones, reminding herself und wie. Oh yeah, my mom and dad hardly ever said nice things to me, gave me spontaneous hugs. So here you go, you little brats. Don't really deserve this lovin' attitude. I'm shookin' your way today, huns. The word hun will be used quite a bit, so it just depends on the context if it's H-U-N or H-O-N. You, sweethearts, my lovely little audience in the spiritual realm. Not little at all to me, dear ones, despite the abuse, what others may have tried to or actually did do, pulling off on your innocent at the time for the most part A-words. Love, dear ones, it's what all humanity craves, including her, but does she? She has, dear one, left all those longings from a dull and dry. Why won't they talk to me more, audience, in the dust of, well, Lord, so this is my life, and you want me to, what, Lord? You want me to continue for their sorry as hell A-word sakes, or seems to me anyway. Just a reminder, he does put a few jokes in there from now on, so if something sounds wrong to you, it may simply be the Lord making a small joke for y'all. And I assume the jokes will get bigger as we go on. Yeah, Hans, let's not be that to this little filly, gazing daily into the sweet, watery pool of, yes, dear ones, the Bible, of course. For does she not? She does, dear ones, long to keep it 100 with every one in the Christian community, and when push comes to shove, well, my dudes and dudettes of the hour. Shove, dear ones. This little gal knows how to shove some people under the water of, this is what the Bible actually means on this passage B-word. No, dear one, she's not like that at all anymore, dear ones, and you can hear it in her voice in the teaching videos. For did they, sons, my sons of the hour? The women in those homes in the early church did, absolutely. So it's true, dear ones. But this fact, but the fact has been swept under the rug conveniently for church history's sake of, yes, my men of the hour, the women, some of them anyway, showing a mild and meek in the ways they went about it, not like the brazen American teachers on stage in America and worldwide, now through YouTube and other platforms, airing their, yes, so it's true, my sons of the hour, dirty laundry out loud, for any and all to see. But her, dudes, she is being guided by the great I Am on this score, folks, of, damn it, I need to clear up my name and my reputation, but I just don't know how. Now, does that sound familiar to anyone listening, my loves? Or my doves? Yeah, sweethearts, let's be one to her and remember it's exactly what my son came to do on this earth, clear up some things. And as he was speaking, I could feel in my spirit, even as he talked about wanting to clear things up, I could feel that also has to do with the cleansing of when sin is totally washed away. And that's definitely partly what he was meaning there. So he said, clear up some things, and you, dear ones, are you all dear to me? But of course not, my loves, and you know it deep down. So let's turn a few things around for ourselves in this great humanity hour of, no, I Am is speaking of not more wealth, my lovebirds of the hour, or love, dear ones, but, well, yes, sweethearts, I Am that I Am is speaking of love with me hanging on your arm, or dwelling in your respective hearts, rather, in the spiritual realm, dear ones. Like, yes, her, dear ones. Like her, sweethearts. For have I not rather absolved her of all the wrongdoing in her life, oops and ahs of, condemn it, I said too much, Shiza. Yeah, dear ones, I have, so it happens to be true. And you, dear ones, do you want to be my dear ones and let I Am absolve you of all your horrific, if people were to know what you've done so far? In the deep, dark silence of your heart, hun. I Am needs access to that dark heart, dear one, deep down. Yes, you witch. Do you not know? Have you not heard, dear one? I Am that I Am is a great big God, and I can, dear one. So it happens to be true at this time. In this sick, late demonic fills the people like none other. But do they know it for themselves, for sure, my loves? Like these dark ones, beings I speak to today. Call them off of you from now on, my witchy witches, warlocky warlocks. If you have half a brain, and want to actually comprehend, partially, what I'm speaking of to you today. And yes, dear ones, let my Holy Spirit whisper into your soul, deep down, in your dreams and secret prayers from time to time, geschickt my way. Oh, you didn't know you were praying to me. When the Shiza starts to truly hit the fan in your sordid till now lives, who will you turn to on that day for support? The demonic? Well, they sort of actually love it. Here I could perceive actually the demonic and their emotion. Had the word, I just wrote down the word glee, but I could perceive a demon smiling with a big smile, a very big cheesy smile, and they were absolutely happy to see others going through a hard time. Well, they sort of actually love it, dear ones, leaving humanity in the lurch of, haha, look at you, B-word. We're not laughing at you, really. We just want to help you all get out of this mess for yourselves. No, dear ones, and no, sweethearts. Let's not be so naive like her in past times as all that, dear ones. And just know, finally, and for all time, my dark-hearted beings could turn to light someday. By, yes, dear ones, partially listening to, keeping track of, her sad sack A-word. He also said keeping track of this channel. So, keeping track of her A-word and whatever she's exposing this time. Whatever, hunts. Be one to her in your thoughts or words, before the demonic if you have to. But deep down, perhaps for some of you, my loves, possible loving status. If me, I actually feel better in this moment, love. Huns, it's love operating all in, around, and on you at times of, yes, dear ones, you can pray for these scenarios naively if you so choose. Here he's talking to Christians. Whatever, my dark dudes and dudettes of the hour, a prayer is a prayer, isn't it? And one of the things you hate the most to see in the spiritual realm, a praying Christian. But, well, I am asked you honestly, dear ones, what if it was you they were praying for? How would you feel then? Would you feel some kind of way about it? That's what I thought. Okay, dear ones, be mine someday, my loves. Here he winks. Hand is literally killing her this go-around of the Rhema is too short for the online audience to get anything for themselves today, Lord. And there, babes, a nice little joke from I Am's side for you to start cutting your teeth on. My little babes of the hour. And then he also had my little babes in the spiritual realm. She, dear one, has been camping all year, dear ones, trying to put me into her fancy little English teacher, perfect grammar box. Here he laughed. Not, dear ones, it's not how I Am operates at all. Rarely in this lifetime, dear ones, with the demonic and satanic hordes alike. Yes, dear ones, real people. Sorry, I'm smiling because I'm excited the Lord's finally revealing this. Real people trying to sabotage your actual computers. Real life takes real people to mess it up at times. Stop being so naive, dear ones, and take a page finally from my Sparrow's book, dear ones, and stop, count 'em, stop, my loves, complaining about the sabotage as if it's all in the spiritual realm. He also said, as if it's all spiritual. It's not, Huns. Numbers down for the count? Check. Computer crashing in the fall? Check. Real people, my loves. And yet a real God, dear ones, ready to camp and fight for, yes, you, my doves, little sparrows, strong men and women all, or we wouldn't still be here, would we, my sweethearts of the hour? Trying to be sweethearts to everyone in a world that, yes, my loves, hates you, and soon, dear ones, will, yes, have all authority and green light go status to destroy, yes, dear ones, some Christian life near you. Okay, babes, be my babes of the hour, dear ones, and blinders off. Let's not poke the satanic bears listening to most of you at this point, if you have any ounce of a presence online. And those of you who don't, well, let I Am give it to you straight, dear ones. Watching you, my loves, like a hawk. The clicks you click, the likes you like, followers you follow. You name it, they've got you pegged, dear ones, and all for what? Yeah, babes, my babes of the hour, think slaughter in a rather literal way. No one, and they mean it to be no one, my dears, will escape this sick satanic agenda plan. Use the word plan twice. Plan to stick it into anyone and everyone as a result. How dare you defy us? We are the big dogs, true kings and queens of this earth. For a time, my loves, for a time. Wait for it, dear ones, and have patience, sweethearts, for, yes, me, Yeshua, to swoop in, right in on that big black stud of a horse. And here he winks. Got you again, dear ones. Do you see, dear ones, how I talk to her in private? Let me joke with this online watching, or listening rather, to her sweet words as a result. As and when I will, or as and when I wish, dear ones. Okay, ciao bellas and dudettes of the hour. Dudes, let's keep it 100 in your thought lives. Thought realm just as important to I Am as saying no to the raunchy images available ständig online. Her possible love scenario drags on, dear ones. I am his mum for now, and so is she as a result. Love you all, dear ones. Big hug to go all around the world at the same time as all of you listening in your respective time zones. Now that's some magic. And he winked at the end. Remember, to the merciful he shows himself merciful. To the blameless he shows himself blameless. To the pure he shows himself pure. And to the crooked he shows himself astute. God bless.